What's going on, guys? It's your boy FXNHXPRESS back with another video. We're currently on a 7-week win streak, so let's get into the trades that we're looking to take for next week. Alrighty, so first off we got GBP AUD. As you guys can see, we're making higher highs and higher lows. So higher high, higher low, higher high. We closed above, so we are looking just for a simple break and retest of this area of interest. If we drop down to the daily, we can see we were making that nice left head, right shoulder closure above. So yeah, we're technically bullish, and on the 4 hour as well, we have that nice pullback. So all we're looking for is a pullback into our area of interest, shift of structure, and then retest to continue going to the upside. Then we have AUD JPY. On the daily, we are bearish. As you guys can see, we are making higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and we closed underneath right here. We're just waiting on a nice pullback. Last week we did have a doji, so we are expecting just a wick into the box for price to continue going to the downside. If we jump down to the daily, we can see we had that nice break of structure right here. We were making those higher highs and higher lows. We had a nice left head, right shoulder, closure underneath. And like I said again, we're just waiting on a retest underneath to this area of interest to continue taking it to the downside. The 4 hour, we're starting to have that retest right now. We're just waiting on a further pullback, shift of structure, retest, carry on to the downside. It's pretty much the same thing with Euro JPY. On here on the daily though, we can see we have a nice left head, right shoulder. What I like about this though is that we did close somewhat underneath on the 4 hour. We can see we're making that 4 hour pullback, which is very important. If we don't have that 4 hour pullback, the trade is not really confirmed. So if we have a nice closure underneath to become bearish, then we're looking to take a trade. AUD USD, we're just waiting on a 4 hour pullback to this area of interest right here. If we look on the weekly, we had a strong reaction. We've been looking and taking sell positions for the last couple of weeks after we had this shift of structure, closure underneath, pullback to continue to going to the downside. Same thing on the daily. It's a nice clean left head, right shoulder. So all we are waiting on is just a clean pullback on that 4 hour time frame to this area of interest, and you can see we're looking for a nice left head, right shoulder retest to continue taking sells. GBP CHF, as you guys can see, we were making lower highs and lower lows, right? So we had lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and we broke above, so technically the market was bullish. Then we closed underneath, and now we're just making higher highs and higher lows again, and it's a nice left head, right shoulder. So we're just looking for a break and retest above this weekly area of interest. And the daily, we do already have that pullback, but if we do have that push above, pullback, we're going to make sure to look at that entry on the 4 hour as well. We are bullish. We're making higher highs and higher lows. EuroCAD, it's somewhat the same thing. We are technically bullish because we have our higher high here and we have our higher low here. So we're just ranging, but I'm just looking for a pullback to this area of interest to continue taking it to the upside. It's very simple. On the daily, again, we have that push above, so we're just waiting on that 4 hour pullback. And once we have that shift of structure, pullback, engulfing, or left head, right shoulder, then we're going to take the entry. Then we have Euro NZD. On Euro NZD, we are looking for a sell position even after last week's very, very big bullish movement. On the daily, we do actually have a left head, right shoulder, right? But I believe that we're still looking for sells because on the 4 hour, we do have a clean left head closure underneath, right shoulder. So we're just waiting on a retest of this area of interest to continue going to the downside. Then we have CHF JPY. We are looking for continuations to the downside. All we are waiting on is just a retest of this area of interest right here to continue going. Very simple. We jump down to the daily. We're already having that push back into our area of interest. And then 4 hours again, we are having that push as well. Then we have AUD NZD is like one of my top pairs as well for the week. We already have that push on the weekly. Is very bearish. We had a weekly pullback, and hopefully this week we will see a continuation to the downside. We did have some consolidation for the last 3 days, but I believe if we close on above, close underneath, and retest back, we will be looking for a trade to the downside. If we just close underneath right here, pullback, entry. So I'm gonna put a line right here. So we're looking just for a closure right here. So if price closes underneath and we just have a pullback, then we'll be for sure looking to take a trade to the downside. Then we have Euro USD, same thing. We're just looking for a continuation of sells after we had a massive bearish candle 2 weeks ago, and then we had somewhat of a small pullback. I believe it can either retest the area of interest here, and if it does, then we'll be for sure looking for sells. Then we have on the 4 hour as well, we're starting to have that pullback. All right, GBP CAD, we're looking for buys. We had a nice closure above, continuing our higher highs and higher lows. So we're just either waiting for a higher low here at this area of interest or a higher low here. If we do have the pullback and engulfing, we can see this is a key area of interest as well, because we have 1, 2, 3, what we call this a fourth touch on the weekly, and especially on the daily we've been at this zone, and it's a key area of interest. But yeah, on the 4 hour as well, we're starting to have that higher high, so we're looking just for that higher low. GBP USD, it's somewhat the same trade. We're just looking for a nice shift of structure on the 4 hour for a continuation to go into the downside. USD CAD, we are continue looking for buys. We did close above this higher high right here, so we are continuing to see just a minor pullback to continue going to the upside. And then USD CHF, same thing. The only thing I don't like about this is that every single time we're in this area of interest, we are having a doji and then continuation sells to the downside. But this is the only one I think could go either direction. But I'm looking for buys on USD CHF. We're just waiting for that pullback, which we're having, shift of structure on the 4 hour entry, and continuation to the upside. But yeah, other than that, we're looking to get our 8-week winning streak and continue going on. If you guys have any comments for me or any questions about what's going on, anything you want to see, just please leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.